today's episode, I'm gonna share what projects I've working on for the past week, what projects I've finished, and also what my knitting plan for the next week. I'm looking forward to share with you, chat with you about knitting. Okay, so let's get started. This is a project I finished last week. It's a cardigan for my 9-month-old son. I know maybe you are thinking, oh, this cardigan looks too big for a 9-month-old baby. Definitely, because I picked the size 1 to 2 years. I want to knit a bigger size for my baby, so maybe this year he can wear it and next year he can wear one more year. So yeah, I picked the bigger size, and my baby is also on the bigger side. He's now about 24 pounds, like about 97 percentile. So I think I'd better knit something bigger for him. So I want to chat with you when I was knitting on this cardigan, what kind of details that really surprised me, like how this design is detail oriented. When I was knitting on this cardigan, I don't remember I picked up any stitches for the construction of the whole garment. Yeah, I definitely pick up stitches around the front opening, the placket, or along the opening. Yeah, this part I definitely pick up stitches. But for the armhole, I didn't remember I picked up any stitches. Maybe the armpit part, I did pick up stitches, but look how seamless it looks. I just pick up stitches along this side, and the back and the front, the neck opening is work at the same time. So I was so surprised by this design, the construction of this garments. For me, as a knitter for not long, yeah, I consider myself still as a beginner knitter, because when I'm knitting any projects, I still like search online how to knit for some little techniques. I still like forget them all the time, so I have to go back to the video tutorials. So that's why I still consider I'm a knitting beginner. Yeah, but for this one, I really appreciate the design that didn't need to pick up a lot of stitches. I don't know why, and please let me know in the comments if you don't like pick up stitches as well. I don't know why, because when I start knitting, when I see you have to pick up like 48 stitches, I'm like, oh my God, I have to pick up stitches, or how to pick up those stitches. And I was always struggle when I went to some area like the corner stitches, and I cannot tell where the stitch is and how do I pick it up. So most of the time I just trust my gut. I just pick up like what I believe I should pick up that stitches. So I appreciate this kind of design very much, because I don't even remember I struggling with picking up any stitches for this one. And the other part I like it a lot is the 2x2 ribs. Yeah, I only knit one project, which is my favorite knitwear, my favorite things knitwear, the camisole number 5. The garments is 2x2 ribs all over the body section, but this one, it used 2x2 ribs for the arm, for the edges, and for the plackets, and it looks very modern actually. If I have enough time for myself, I really would like to knit another cardigan for me. Yeah, so this is the second part that makes me feel surprised. It turns out really good, the 2x2 ribs. And the third part is look at this placket. I personally was afraid of knitting cardigan. The reason one is I have to deal with the buttonhole, and I really feel it's a lot of work. I remember when I knitting on the cardigan number 6 for from my favorite things knitwear, it just all the stockinette stitches along this opening, and I didn't make any buttonhole. And it's supposed to make buttonholes after I finish the whole project. And I end up with leave it there and without making any buttonhole. And I didn't sew any button on as well. Yeah, I'm gonna show you that cardigans later. Yeah, this is a cardigan I'm talking about from my favorite things knitwear. When I was working on this cardigan, I don't know how to say, the edge should work like this, so it didn't has any built-in buttonhole. And when I finish the whole project, I just don't want to make any buttonhole here, because it takes a lot of time, and I'm afraid I will mess up all these buttonhole and make this beautiful garments not that perfect. So I just leave it there. And so that's why I'm afraid of knitting cardigans, because the buttonhole, if they're not built in the design, I'm always hesitate to make that in a separate time. But for this one, the design, they just make the buttonhole built in there. So I was very enjoy working on that. And actually I'm excited when I knit to the buttonhole area, because it's very fun. I remember it included some double loop cast on and some knit two together, or a lot of different stitches to make this beautiful buttonhole. I'll show you guys. It's perfect. It looks perfect. And the size, I haven't tested out the size, but the buttonhole, I really love it a lot. Love it so much. It's so beautiful. And you can see the placket looks perfect. Oh, I want to show you another cardigan number 6. This is the first cardigan number 6 that I knitted, and I made buttonhole according to the instruction. So look, the buttonhole I made. This is first time I made some buttonholes. To be honest, I don't like the buttonhole. It turns out very rough and not very sophisticated. Anyway, so that's why for the second cardigan number 6, I didn't make any buttonhole. I just want to leave it there, as beautiful as it is originally. I don't want to do anything on top of that. Okay, so the last thing for this cardigan, this little cute cardigan, is I need to sew on 4 4 buttons along this placket. I already make some stitch markers on that, and I'm waiting for the 4 buttons I purchased for this cardigan. I picked these, I'll put the picture there. I picked these 4 buttons, and they're made of wood, olive wood. I think they're so natural and will match nicely with this cardigan. So this is one of the projects I finished last week, and I'm gonna block it once I knit on the buttons. The second project I was working on last week is this one. Actually, I'm very excited about this one because this one takes me a long time. I started this months ago, and I'm very struggle with that, and I'm doubted a lot because for this piece I picked the color black. This is the first time I knit with a black yarn because I am a colorful person. Every time I buy yarn, I buy all kinds of different colors. I never tried the black yarn, but for this piece I was thinking about some garments like Coco Chanel style, like black and white. So I picked this yarn. But when I knit, it's a bottom up approach. So when I knit the bottom part, I doubt a lot. I didn't know how it will turn out because the original design, the designer used a lot of pastel color or very pop-up color, the gold yellow and the blue. And I saw some posts on Instagram, and the other people use pink or all those very pop-up colors. But I picked black, so at first I doubt a lot. But right now, after I finish the whole torso part, I'm so happy about the result. And yeah, I'm gonna try it on for you guys so you know what I'm talking about. And this is how it turns out on me right now. As you can see, it's a dropped shoulder design, and I actually like the black and white combination a lot because maybe because of its black, so it's not that transparent, and I feel comfortable when I have a black underwear, and I think I can wear this out instead of wear a tank underneath. Yeah. And I guess after I adding on the sleeves, it will turn out better. And this one I did do some modification. For the collar, it has the flap collar. It has to flap out. I'll put the picture here so you guys can see the original design. And I did the modification for 2 reasons. One reason is I really spent a long time on this piece, so I just want to do something much easier, and so I modify it into a much easier color. And the other thing is, I think the overall lace pattern, for me personally, I think it's already a lot of details. So instead of making the collar like very not complicated, but like another statement for these garments. I would rather leave these garments just with one focus, which is the overall lace pattern. So I don't want the color draw more attention. And I was thinking maybe like a simple color will make the whole garments looks more modern, or have like easy to go with my other items in my wardrobe. Yeah, at least for me, yeah, that's my personal opinion. So that's why I did this modification. And I will get closer to show you guys. I leave the original design of the I-cord, and then I, based on the I-cord, I knit a 1x1 rib. Yeah, so I still appreciate the I-cord brings a lot of sophistication, adding a lot of sophistication to this garments. So I appreciate the original design a lot, but I just get rid of the other part of the collar and adding on my part, which is 1x1 rib. And the rib matches the bottom, the edge of the garments. I picked the when I knit it, it's knit through the back loop and the pro, so it makes the rib stand out more, which I like this detail a lot. So that's why I make the same rib along the neckline. And one of the part I'm not sure if I like it is the back of the neckline. It's like teardrop shape and has a button on top. If I button up, the neckline will be like more tight, but it's not that tight to choke me. This is a part I didn't think through a lot, so I make the collar a little bit too small. So this look is I haven't buttoned up the neckline button there. So I will show you guys when I button it up how it looks. It's hard. Okay, I think I did it. Okay. Yeah, this is when I button it up. It shows more tighter, but fortunately, my neck just match the size of the neck I made, because when I pick up stitches along the neckline, I did reduce a lot of stitches because I don't know how to pick up those lace stitches. It's just a mess for me. So I just pick up any stitches I find it's a proper one I can pick, and it ended up with I reduced 20 to 30 stitches along the neckline. Then when I tried it on, I realized, oh no, I maybe reduced a lot. So it will make when I button up, it will make the neck too tight. But fortunately, it's not. I can still breathe, and you can see it has some space still. But if I didn't touch it, it looks like wrap around, like perfectly around my neck. So I don't know how do you prefer the previous one, like unbuttoned one, or this look? Maybe after I adding on the sleeves, it will show the garments will be more complete and you can tell more. And let me show you like how it looks like on the back. I hope you guys can see the back. I add on a Mother of the Pearl button. I like this button a lot. And I hope this button can add on more sophistication to this garment, because I love how it turns out. And it's a teardrop shape. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly. Yeah, so this is the project I was working on last week, and definitely for the coming week, I'm gonna keep on working on the sleeves, and I'm so excited to show you how when it's completed, how the garments shows out, and I'm very looking forward to the trying on session and show to you soon. And when I finish that lace project, I'm gonna working on a new project. These two projects are all on the Pompom magazine. I found an old version, an old release. It was released in spring 2022, if I remember it right. So I picked another projects from that magazine. I'm also gonna working on that, and it's this one. I will put the picture here. Yeah, this is a yarn I picked for that project. In the original project, it's for spring, so the designer picked a very colorful, which I also purchased that yarn, the mohair yarn of the hand dyed that yarn, because I just feel it is so beautiful, but I haven't figured out which project I'm gonna use that yarn. So for this project, I'm gonna pick a very neutral color. This is color Piglet. Yeah, it has a little pink tone, because I was thinking this project for the fall and the winter wear, so I didn't pick pink or blue or those very spring, a lot of spring color. But I do believe many of you will like those spring color all year long. But for me, for this fall, I just into the neutral color, so that's why I picked this piglet color. Yeah. And for the ruffle along the shoulder line, I was thinking these two color mohair silk. One is in color powder, the other is in cloud. Yeah, I hope you can also help me to pick which combination will be better. This is one combination. I think this combination is linked to the lighter side. I can imagine the garments will turn out really dreamy and very I don't know, because this color is cloud, it's close to white. Yeah. And the other combination is this one. And these two color, the hue is very close to each other. So maybe it will be more, when you see these garments, you will think, oh, it's like the whole thing, the whole garments. But this one, I'm a little afraid the ruffle gonna stand out more because it's lighter, it's close to white, and the contrast is has more contrast. I still, it's hard for me to decide. Yeah, please let me know what you thinking about that. I hope find some inspiration from your opinions. So this is the projects I'm gonna cast on after I finish that black lace piece. And if you did watch my first knitting podcast, I was talking about some vest I designed. I designed a very simple vest, and I instead of using the one, I was using the gray one, because that yarn, I didn't pick that exclusively for the vest I was designing. I just finding it in my yarn stash, and I think there's no project in my mind, so I'm gonna pick this gray one first. So for the final version, I picked some yarn from Drops, some fluffy yarn. I was thinking about a chunky vest, so I will put the picture here. So if the whole project fails, I don't know. I think it won't fail anyway. I can wear it. But if the project turns out not that good, at least I didn't put a lot of money on that. So that's why I picked a very fluffy one, and also a comparatively affordable choice from Drops. And I'm so excited to share with you what projects I'm working on, and what's my plan for the coming weeks, coming month, and share with you the try on, the final look. And I'm very happy to see some of you subscribe my channel, and I also see very lovely comments from you guys. Thank you for all the encouragements, and I really love the whole knitting community, and I appreciate the community on the YouTube, because that's where I learned knitting. I wanna share the works I did to the community too, and also want to hear from you and what are you working on. So I'm just very looking forward to chat with you more next time, next week, hopefully next week, and hopefully I'll have very steady progress, so I can have things to share with you. And that's it for today's podcast, and thank you for listening, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.